Hello everybody. Welcome to today's stream. I'm excited because we're going to be working on our November reading journal spread, and I'm also excited because we're very close to Halloween. So I got like skeletons on my headband and there's a skelly boy on my shirt. I'm ready for Halloween. I'm very excited. But let's get into today's stream. I don't have many announcements. Oh wait, I do have one. Next Saturday, first stream of November, we will be working on my yearly reading journal. So if you want to kind of know how I set up the yearly stuff, come for that. And you'll get to see what my yearly reading journal's theme is and the journal I'll be using. So that's next stream, Saturday at 2 p.m. But let's do today's stream. Okay. So I have a reading journal. So, story time. Do I even have it with me? Yes, I do. So, last stream, we worked on the November challenge. And this was the color palette we were using. It's my November theme palette. I was using it to make the spread and for the quilt theme for my November challenge, which is NaNoWriMo. And this marker right here started dying during that stream, but it survived to the end of it. So I have been using these more because I wanted to make little quilt swatches since my theme is quilts, and I wanted swatches so you guys could see the pattern in the background for each of the spreads in my November setup. And then this one started dying. So I have these two lovely pens that are dying. This one has a replacement, which is this green, and it matches it really well. This one also has a replacement, but it's a Sharpie. And the issue with Sharpies is that these have very thin pages. So here's my October setup for my reading journal, and it bled through a lot. And I have very limited pages left in this notebook, so I can't afford to have another theme bleed through and to make more pages unusable, because I need to fit November and December's theme in here. So we have a space for November and a space for December, and that's about it. So I am not going to be using this theme exactly, this color palette. I'm going to kind of be using a variation of it. So we're taking out all of these colors, and then because I don't want it to bleed through and I don't want them to die more because I still need them, so we have substituted in two slightly brighter versions of the colors we're using, and then we'll just do this palette instead. And this acrylograph is from the Amanda Rachel Lee collection, and it's the rustic brown, and then these are my King Art dual tip brush pens. And I'm hoping that either for Christmas or my birthday coming up, I'll be able to get a nice, another set of these, because I've been losing more and more colors now, and it stresses me out. And I don't want to run, because these are my favorite markers right now. So that's that. So let's get into it. Our thing. Okay. So we'll be using these. We have a ruler because we're going to be using that for the pattern. And then we have Happy Planners, stickers. We have the Seasons of Color. And then this is the Disney Princess collection. But the Happy Planner sticker packs have the worst, they never stay in their sticker pack. So a lot of those have fallen out. And I just kind of took the whole thing apart because it wasn't staying anymore. And then I also have some from the, I think it's the fall seasonal sticker pack as well that I pulled out. But those are going to be the stickers and supplies we'll be using for today's spread. And then I need a pencil. Okay. So also, I may need to speed rush the spread because I do have somewhere to be right after stream time, so that will happen. So for our setup, this is just color testing. we're going to have this like lovely little like zigzag pattern. That's going to be our main pattern for the thing. And essentially is on this page we'll have the calendar and then the pattern, and then on this page will be pattern and then the TBR, like my reading list for the month essentially. And then in the pattern areas I'll use boxes and stickers to kind of layer on top of it. So it'll make more sense as we go. But that's our main design for today. So first things first is I am going to make the calendar so that I can guarantee I have the space for it. And pull up a November calendar to look at while I do this so I can make sure I get it right. Okay. And this little calendar is essentially for like how many pages I read each day. So it doesn't need a lot of space, but it does need some. So I need 7 spots. I have made a calendar in here before, so we're going to reference that to kind of make this calendar. So here's a calendar I've made before. And we're going to do the little half an inch for this little notebook. I love flipping through my notebooks as they like get more completed, because it's like, ah yes, look how beautiful it is. It's gorgeous. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I have all this extra space. So no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Maybe we can have some of the pattern going down the sides here. We'll see. My throat is dry, I'm sorry. Okay. And then probably just do like a row for each of the weeks. Yeah, that works. Let's do this. Heck, okay. I don't know how I feel about acrylic graph pens. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Glad you asked, Sita Marie. Today we're working on my monthly reading journal setup. So right now I'm just making the little calendar where I track how many pages I read each day. So that's what we're doing right now. I gotta look up more. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm very excited for this. I have like a love-hate relationship with acrylic graph pens, and I'll explain why. Because like I like the idea of paint pens, like it gives a very like smooth texture to it. I like that I can write on like darker paper or like craft paper or whatever with these, and it's like has a higher chance of like showing up. And like what I've been using this acrylic graph the most for this month is that like I'm able to like write on top of the colors. Like, you'll be able to see that this is like the Sunday slot on my calendar. Because my acrylograph can like write over it and stuff. And I like that. However, I like the way they dry up is kind of bothers me with acrylographs. Like, it may just be that I'm not used to using them as much. I'm still like learning some techniques and stuff. But I don't know, I don't like how they dry up and having to push them down a lot. I like markers that would just, they can just do it. They can just, like, these markers just produce it until they like dry out completely. Like this one I always have to shake up a lot, and I don't know. I don't like it. So, I don't know if I'll ever get more acrylographs. I might not. Okay. And then I'm just trying to put in small amounts of the pattern in these little columns right here. And then this whole bottom section will be filled with the pattern. Okay. Right now, with just those two colors, it gives like a 80s cup vibe, if you know what I'm talking about, like those those cups. That's what it looks like. Now it doesn't as much with the green. Okay. So, I finished a book series this week. And golly gee, did it make me sad. Like, I've been devastated for the past couple days because of this book. The book series is The Mirror Visitor by, I don't remember the author's name. I don't know. It's like, her initials are CD, so that's that. Anyway, it's the Mirror Visitor series, and I finished the 4th book on like Tuesday, which is called Storm of Echoes. And I cannot recommend this series enough to you guys. I love it so much. It's a beautiful series. Like, I'm an English major, and the series is just like, it's very satisfying. Like, there's a lot of like, I did read this series mostly for the romance and like all of that. That was my focus in reading this series. However, it didn't like, if I put my English major skills to it and like took the time to like study everything that was being said and the meaning behind names and everything, like this book is a masterpiece. Because for a lot of it, like names are so important in this, like names of places, names of people, like the ways the society is built up, or the different worlds, because they all live on like, they're on Earth, but they're on their like own little planet of Earth. It's really weird and hard to explain. But it's beautiful. Like, this series is a masterpiece. If you like books with great fantasy world building. You gotta read this. If you like books with a freaking beautiful slow burn romance with like arranged marriage, this is for you. If you like just fantasy in general, this series is for you. Like, I love it so much. Am I devastated by the ending? 100%. It was a good ending. Like, you still get your happy ending. Like, things turn out well in the end, but it is not the ending you expect. And, oh, I picked up the wrong color. That's fine. Like, I started this first book and I was like, yes, just romance. That's what it was. No, I was wrong. This book was so much more than the romance. And everything was bigger than it was. Like, every book, the problems just got bigger and scarier and crazier and everything. And then everything got more in depth and the characters developed so much. And it's crazy how they've changed and how you get to know them and stuff. This book is a work of art and you must read it. I'm putting it in the chat because I want to make sure you guys read it. Because I loved it so much. It's a 4-book series. It is pretty big. Like, each book is about 400 to 500 pages each. But, like, it is worth it. There's so much going on. And, like, this is a series I intend to read again someday. Because, I want to read it more for, like, all this. Like, now I know how it ends and the whole big picture of things. I want to read it and find all those moments. Like, find where I missed a detail or didn't focus hard enough on this or that. So, I also want to buy the whole series and then just, like, because I still, like, I'm obsessed with the romance in it. And it's freaking adorable. And they're meant to be. And I love them. And it's just great. And I want to, like, just annotate it and, like, put little tabs wherever, like, whenever the couple's together. Because, like, you read, like, the first book and there's, like, 5 to 7 chapters that they're, like, genuinely in the same room and chatting. It's, like, rarely do they interact, but, like, I'm all for them. It's a whole thing. Anyway, like, so I want to annotate all the moments that they're together and my favorite quotes and stuff. Like, it's amazing. Oh, I did the wrong color again. Haha. It's okay. We can fix it. But yeah. I just want to reread it. I want to annotate it. But I'm not going to reread it right away. Because I'm still, like, I'm really sad. Because the ending, my husband, like, so, at my work, sometimes you can, like, sometimes I have the opportunity to, like, just spend the evening reading, because I'm, like, making sure laundry's moved over and stuff, and so, I finished it on, like, it was, like, Tuesday morning, technically, like 2 a.m. in the morning on Tuesday, but that's when I finished it, and, my husband, like, picked me up from work, and I was, like, just crying in the car, and he's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'm done with it, and I'm upset. And I hung out with, like, my book friend. Like, we talk about books all the time, and we write a lot together. But we went to get soda the next day, and she's like, tell me how it ended, because I've been keeping her updated on the romance side of things. And so she's like, tell me what happened, tell me how it ended, like, spill the tea. And so she was devastated with me, even though she never even read the series. And now I hope she will read it, because I need more people to talk to about this series with. Like, if you've read it, go read, put it in chat. I need to find people who've read this series. If you haven't, find it at your library right now. Do it. Because it's so good. Anyway, so it is a work of art, and like I was quite consumed with the romance for it, so I didn't pay attention as much to how much of a work of art was, but like once I got to the third and fourth book, I'm like, this is the time where I need to pay attention to everything else that's going on and stuff, because it is getting crazy, and I know there's like crazy meaning behind this. Like my English major mind was like firing off crazily. It's beautiful and crazy, and I don't know how to describe it any other way. But you guys need to read it. It's amazing. And like I went on social media, and I went on like Instagram and Tumblr, and I was like, I need to find like any other people who've read this, and there isn't a lot, and it makes me really sad, because I'm like, this is such a good series. Why isn't it being appreciated as much? If you guys like Howl's Moving Castle and that whole series, or like if you've seen the movie Howl's Moving Castle and you like Sophie and Howl's dynamic, you will like this series. And I'm not saying that like the guy is like Howl. He is not like Howl at all. But he's like the main character is very much a Sophie character. And it's just so cute, and I love it. Okay. Yeah. That's what I got. That's what I'm saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I'm counting so I can make my little squiggles here. But okay. I'm just gonna like freehand these squiggles because I'm kind of lazy right now, and that's just my vibe. I'm a little lazy, so I'll draw the first squiggle, I'll thicken it up, and then I'll do the other ones as well. That's kind of the vibe we're going with today. Anyway, but you guys need to read the Mirror Visitor series. It's beautiful. It's a French book originally, and so there's that. But there is English versions and stuff. So go read it. Come back to stream. Tell me about it. We can chat, 'cause it's amazing. Okay. So that's the series I like. That's the main thing I read this month. I've read 5 books total this month. First one was Only a Monster. And I forget who's that by. But it's a really cute fantasy world as well. I like it a lot. Weirdly, both of these series, like Only a Monster and the first book in the Mirror Visitor series, kind of had the same vibe. Like, one of the places you go to in the Mirror Visitor series has the same vibe as Only a Monster. Both of them have like the theme of a specific family with a very specific power. So that's a good theme. I didn't realize they were so similar. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, so if you do like Only a Monster, you would like The Mirror Visitor because it has similar vibes. So there's that. And then, so I read Only a Monster and the whole Mirror Visitor series. And then a couple streams ago, I showed off that I went to the library and I found these manga books manga versions of like classic literature. And so I started the Frankenstein one because I was like, this is perfect. It's spooky season. But then it's like it was due at the library and I couldn't renew it, so I didn't get to finish that one. But I do plan on like getting it again and finishing it later. So there's that. And then I haven't done much else when it comes to reading this month in October. I want to read more, but I'm also like, I want to read books that are just like, I won't get obsessed with, because my brain is so still with the Mirror Visitor, and I don't want to I still have all these crazy thoughts about it, that I don't want to read another book to get obsessed with and I'll forget about the Mirror Visitor instantly. So, I'm kind of just reading, I have some classics. I have the other manga classics that I want to read. I have my palette books next to me, and I'll show them off when we make our TBR. But I've kind of just been waiting on any crazy long fantasy series or books that would I would get obsessed with very quickly, just because I don't want to get destroyed again emotionally, you know? But I do have one book in my pile that I am kind of obsessed with. Last Christmas, my in-laws got me the book Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. And I remember that author because it's the second book. The Ballad of, The Ballad of Never After, which is the second book in that series, came out, and I found it at the library. And I have it right next to me. So, I have that one on hand, but I'm gonna give myself time to read it and slowly absorb it so I don't lose my mind. The Mirror Visitor series has put me on a very long and big, book paralysis. That's what it is. Series paralysis, end of series paralysis. So, I'm gonna kind of take that one slow. The other book I have on my TBRs, I guess for this month, is The Library of the Lost, which I forget what it's about, but I know it's another romance of sorts. I think I found it through BookTube and stuff, so I got that at the library. It was on one of my TBR lists, so that's also on my TBR for November. Then I also have Jade Green, which I also forget what it's about. But I know the main thing is that this girl moves in with her uncle or something, and he doesn't like anything of that's green in the house. He won't accept anything that's green cannot enter his house, so there's that, and I'm kind of excited about that one. Looks kind of spooky. And then I also have Between You and I, which is a grammar book. So I want to because for my November challenge, I'm doing NaNoWriMo. I thought, it's like a very short one. It's like, this is how big it is. It's very small. It's called Between You and I. It's a grammar book. And I figured it'd be like a great way to sharpen my skills while I am spending the whole month of November writing for my November challenge. So and then the final book on my list is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I wanted to read it at the end of this month. There was a part of me that really wanted to do like a spooky readathon, and I would read Jekyll and Hyde, Hamlet, Macbeth, Jade Green, I think was also on that list. And then, yeah, I wanted to read those books and Frankenstein as like a nice end of month spooky readathon. Yeah, that's the word I wanted. But I got some things going on this weekend, so I can't do the readathon. For example, I have stream right now, and then right after stream, I'm gonna go hang out with some friends to celebrate her birthday, which is tomorrow, but like everything's closed tomorrow, so she can't really go out and celebrate tomorrow, so we're celebrating today. And then what else? And then Sunday's a busy day for me because I am throwing a Halloween party that night, and we'll be having a cupcake decorating contest. And because I love to be extra, and my friend who's also throwing this party with me likes to bake, we're going to be baking all the cupcakes tomorrow, and we're baking vanilla cupcakes and chocolate cupcakes. So essentially, I'm going to spend the whole day baking cupcakes, and then I also have to make our own frosting, and we're going to color it and stuff with food coloring so that at the party they can have like their cupcake decorating contest. And I think for it specifically, we're going to do like spiralatives with the winners, because I know some people who will like just dump as many sprinkles as they can on it and they'll be like, I'm done. So we'll have that. And then I know I'm going to try hard. My main plan for my cupcake is I'm going to melt down some chocolate and make like a spider web with it to have like standing up in my cupcake. And then I have these little candies that are like, that have their little candy spiders, so I'm going to put that on there. And that'll be mine, because spiders terrify me, and I feel like if I'm going to make a spooky cupcake, I'll make it something that scares me. So that's what we'll be doing. And then during the whole party, we'll have like Halloween Town playing, and I'll probably bring like a couple games, because the group that I usually throw parties with and hang out with, whenever we do have parties, we always end up playing Mafia, and or like Werewolf, if you know that game. They're the same thing, essentially. They always make me the narrator in Mafia, so I gotta think about the little plot that I'll be doing with that. And I just want to make sure there's enough to do. That's like, my dad was like the main party planner growing up, and I was his lovely assistant. And so he would plan out all the parties, and I'd like follow him everywhere and be like, okay, we need this, this, and this, and we'd bounce ideas off each other. Nowadays, like, if he's throwing a party, he's like, hey, I need ideas for this like theme, what should we do and stuff. So he has taught me all my party planning techniques and skills. So I'm like, gotta make sure there's enough to do, but also not too much that it's overwhelming. So the cupcake decorating and the movie playing is kind of like this free way of like free theme of like you can go do either activity or you can just chat, and then like there's games if people are like, I want to do something else specifically. So that's my backup. Games are the backup. And I need ideas for a Thanksgiving party. Okay. My first idea for a Thanksgiving party is one, the most basic idea is do a Charlie Brown themed one and only serve Charlie Brown Thanksgiving food. My second idea for a Thanksgiving party is, I've seen these on TikTok and Instagram, is that you take a strawberry and you like take some chocolate and you put little marshmallows on it and you stick pretzels in it and you dip it all in chocolate. So the strawberry dipped in chocolate looks like a little turkey and stuff. So I love that idea. I think it's freaking adorable and I want to do it at some point. Love the Charlie Brown idea. I'm glad. One type of party that I've always wanted to do. It's not necessarily like Thanksgiving themed, but it would be like a skill trade type party. Or essentially like if you're like someone who knits, someone who can quilt, or somebody who like whatever random skills you got, someone who can play piano, someone who's really good at singing, any type of skills. You all get together at the party and you just like split the group in half, and like there's one group like just presenting their skills, and like you can go to whoever you want to and like learn that skill or like learn a mini skill from them, and then you switch, and then like the other group is presenting and the group that was originally presenting is now going and learning skills. I don't know. I feel like it'd be cool to like go to a party and just be able to like learn whatever mini skills you want. Like if someone knows like archery, they can teach you it there and that type of thing. It would be a very complicated party idea, but that's one that I wanted to do for a while. You could also do, I guess, more in the Thanksgiving theme. Okay. So I know Joe Ped personally. He's my dad. He's great. We do party planning together. And I know he very much loves the idea of giving. So it's a Thanksgiving I'm grateful for party. And you buy like this thing, like something that you were genuinely grateful for that you had that you couldn't live without. So like maybe for a baker, it's like they bring their rolling pin or their cookie cutters, and then you bring in a copy of like your favorite planner or your favorite book, a pair of earbuds, a charger, whatever. Bring in the item you're grateful for, and then like you trade it with other people. Like you either trade it with the people you have at the party, or you're like you take all the gifts that people bring that they're grateful for, like maybe, and you go deliver it to somebody. So like you know somebody who's in need, and you bring them all the items that you personally are grateful for. Yes. So like bring something you're grateful for, and then you go and give it to somebody who's in need and be like, okay, I'm grateful for heat. So they bring a heated blanket, and then you give it to somebody like who doesn't have it and that type of thing. Or you donate it to like DI. Like brand new, top tier items that you yourself are grateful for. So that'd be fun. Or or with the you have a few $1,000s to give to charity. So like, go with your friends to Walmart. Get give them like a card or whatever. Give them like a card that has like a certain balance on it. Like you said, you have a few thousand. So let's say there's 500 on each card. Each of your friends just picks a checkout line, and whoever spends their whole 5,000 on somebody else's groceries first wins or whatever. I don't know. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun like mini activity that you guys could do. And a great way to like give back to people and help out. But like the goal is to like spend money on somebody else's groceries the fastest. Other ideas. Do I have any others? Those are my main ideas right now. That's what I got. I'll probably think of others in like a bit. But yeah. Those are my Thanksgiving ideas. And if you don't have like all the money in the world to do these type of things, you can do like smaller things, like find things around your house to donate to thrift stores so people in need can get them, or spending an extra money to like buy cans for canned food drive, or buying the drink of the person like behind you in line every once in a while. Like those are some things you can still do this Thanksgiving to give back to others, even if you don't have like thousands of dollars to do so. You could also do like who can start the most gratitude chains, like, or charity trains. Like you just spend the day going from like restaurant, fast food place to either fast food places or like drink places, and just like randomly go buy people just drinks and that type of thing. I don't know. Because I've seen a lot of things where like people will start that and then like other people will just keep it going. So I thought that could be a good way to do some stuff. Or you could donate to your favorite streamers and stuff and that type of thing. I know. Or your favorite charity this season. What if we do something like thankful chains, and the more thank you notes or thankful things they do, they score points? Okay, expand on that idea. Because, like, points then translate into donations. Okay. But, like, would this take place, like, over a week and they just have to keep track and that type of thing? Because, like, no idea about the thankful chains. Okay. Brainstorming here. Okay. Well, it could be like, what if it's like a hashtag type of thing? Like, now people are like posting that you're doing good things on Instagram, like, or social media. It's like, don't just do good things so you can post it, that type of thing. But maybe you could make it, because Joe Pet, I know you work for 211, and that's a great help hotline. It could be a thankful chain hashtag type thingy, where people can, where like maybe people sign up online to this charity, like this is the one they want to donate to, and then the whole point is to do these thankful things, or like do things for others that they are thankful for. Like they donate to DI, they buy the drink of the person behind them, whatever. And then, like, they log it on the website or whatever. And then, like, the more stuff they log for their charity team, that's how they collect points, and that's how, like, they can donate to it. So you could make it, like, a whole whatever nationwide thing, because I know 2-in-1 is, like, nationwide and all that jazz, where the whole country is on who's on this team for this charity and whatever. That type of thing. Yeah, charity team. And then you just log the charitable thing you did, or like the kind thing you did online. And then points are awarded as such. I don't know. I'm also brainstorming with that idea. Y'all, this page looks great. I like it so much. Okay. Okay, we're almost done with this page. Or at least the pattern of it. Now this green pen is dying. I swear to Anne-Marie. I like when, like, I enjoy it when I'm using a, like, theme, like a color palette and a certain set of markers and washi tape to create a theme, when, like, by the time I'm done with it, it's completely gone and, like, dead. Like, I've used everything I could for that theme towards the spread I'm making, because it's like, ah, yeah, this is great. I don't know. It's very satisfying. But it is frustrating when the markers start dying a little too early when I still need to use them. Okay, so there's that. And actually, because there's so much space right there, we're going to write November 2022. Okay. I'm so excited, guys, because we're nearing the end of this reading journal, and I'm so excited to, like, start using my new one, and I've been having so much fun setting it up, so I'm excited. I'm especially excited because my next reading journal for next year is a dot grid, so that I don't have to worry about these lines as much. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, we gotta finish this side. Okay. Okay, first things first. Now, one thing I've been kind of getting into, I tried it yesterday. It kind of worked out. So, essentially what I did yesterday is I going to celebrate my friend's birthday today, and I was making her card. I'm not going to show it off yet because I have to wait till after her birthday, because then she'll have opened the card. But Anyway, made her this card, and I kind of went more with the collage layering design with the card. And so I've kind of been wanting to try that out more and see how I feel about it. I don't know. Because I guess when it comes to my bullet journal themes and how they look, it's very much, it's organized chaos. That's my main design aspect. Organized chaos. That's what you're getting from me. Because I'll add like it's maximalist because I had like hundreds of stickers and stuff. So that's that. And so I wanted to try out this whole collage thing to like see how I like it, see if it fits, because there are a couple bullet journals that I do watch and they'll do it and I'm like, I kind of like it. I don't know. So that's kind of what I've been investigating and that type of thing. Something needs to go right there. I don't know what. We'll figure it out. Something needs to go right here. Yep. This sticker. Okay. Anyway, so I've been experimenting with it. This didn't really do it, but I've kind of been experimenting with the idea of layering. I don't know if I'll do it more. I kind of liked how it turned out, but I do like this layering where I have the big pattern in the background and then the stickers and boxes on top. I'm really obsessed with that when it comes to my November theme. So, and then what, you can't really see it. Here, we'll lift this up, kind of. There's like these silvery gold, they're golden, and they're just, a little sparkly. They're in the background there, but yeah. And so these boxes are kind of meant for some TBR items. So we're going to take this. So I have 5 books on the books I want to read and finish this month for sure. And then I have 5 more books, nope, 6. 6 books that I like. They're like secondary reads. Like I want to read them, but I'm not as passionate yet about them. And 2 of them are like, they've been on my TBR for a while and I just haven't worked on them. So these boxes are for as I'm going to write those titles in. So first one is The Rose and the Beast. So it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Here's that. So that's the first item on this list. And then Planted, which I've started, but I haven't finished because I've been a little lazy. And then the other one is Indivisible, which I've started and I've been annotating. You can kind of see here. But it's very sad, so it stresses me out to read this sometimes. So I haven't been reading it as much. But so these are some 3 books that they're like second. I want to read them. I just haven't been in the mood to start or finish any of these ones. So I haven't gone very far in them. Or they're just not my main focus for the month. Okay. So I will have to end today's stream a little early. I'm going to try and get as much as I can done on this side of the page, but I probably will just get my actual TBR list on, and that's about it. So just so you guys know. Okay. I just need, sorry, I'm like thinking about how I want to do this. Because the main thing I do with my to be read is like you have the titles and then I highlight them as I get further in them. So highlight, highlight. And then the rest of the Mirror Visitor series is not on here because I put these books on here first, but yeah, I did read those. So I like this design of like being able to highlight stuff as I go. So I'm probably going to write in the books first and then do the pattern and theme around it. So book number 1, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I'm going to start here at the bottom. Oh, it's got sources. Fancy. Afterward. Okay. So there's like only 84 pages to this, so I will probably read it fairly quickly. And I want to make sure I spell things right. Golly gee. Heck. Okay. I thought this would be like way longer. So I'm kind of happy about that. I don't know. Okay. So, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. It's kind of a spooky story, so I'm excited to read this. Okay. Next one. Between You and I. Okay, 132, so also pretty short. Oh, I already forgot how many pages there were. 132. Okay. That's my second read. So these, I got some short reads. See if I can breeze through them. Next is Jade Green. How many pages are you? $168. She looks spooked. Okay. So I will probably, I'll definitely be able to breeze through these. And I think November is the month that I definitely want to do kind of like a 24-hour readathon weekend type thingy. So that will be happening. So I'll probably binge a lot of these in one weekend. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I am very excited. This is Library of Lost Things. I'm pretty sure it's like a cute little library romance. But the guy in it, or no, it's the girl, right? Yes, the girl, Darcy. There's a reading list in the back. Okay. I might make a spread of this later. I definitely want to make a spread of this later because that's cute. I don't want to forget about that. I really like that. That's so cute. Okay. How many pages do you have? I've never counted. Okay. Okay, epilogue. 339. Okay. Cute. I'm excited. Okay. And then the final book on this month's kind of reading list is The Ballad of Never After. And this looks freaking gorgeous. I like books that have maps. At first I didn't really care for them, but then I read this book and actually paid attention to the map, and I was like, okay, this is very important. Okay, 400 pages? Exactly. Ah. Beautiful. Okay. So that's my main TBR for the month. And I know it looks really small, but I really like the whole big pattern pages. So this whole thing is going to be pattern. Okay. So we're going to kind of do the same edges we did here, over here, and then this whole area will be zigzagged. Okay. But I don't know if we'll get to it, because I got things to do soon. So we might just finish this bottom area, and you'll have to go to my Instagram to see the rest of it when it comes out, when I post it next month. And then okay. So we're gonna stop here with this spread because we still gotta journal, and then I gotta skedaddle and stuff. So, but I will explain that I'm essentially gonna do this background pattern up here as well, and then I'll probably do quote, and then I'll put the 3 other books that are my, if I finish these, they're the next ones on my TBR. And those 3 other books are going to be Macbeth, this manga version, Hamlet, and then Jane Eyre. So those are on the list as someday maybe thing. Okay, so that's how I'll probably finish this. Let's go to chatting mode while I move my stationery around and get set up for the other part of stream. Not the other half, the other part. And if you guys are new here, essentially is most of the stream I work on one specific bullet journaling spread, and then at the very end I give a journaling prompt, and I just turn off the sound while I turn off my talking, turn up the music, and give you guys time to journal, and I'll leave the camera going so you guys can see me journaling and as I answer the prompt. So that's what we're transitioning to. I encourage you guys to get your own personal journals out. I have mine, and I like showing it off on stream. I like how thick it's getting and stuff because I'm filling it up. But I encourage you guys to get your own journals out and get your supplies. If you don't like writing journal, type it, doodle, whatever. I think journaling is so important because it's a good way to kind of catalog your life for people, your descendants, to see one day. I cannot wait for the day I have a daughter or grandchild and they are hey, what was it like growing up? And I can just bam, here you go. And like even with my reading journal and stuff, like this is a catalog of like books that I've read and I've enjoyed, so that if I ever want to like, there's a lot of books I know I have read I just forgot exist. And so I like my reading journal because I can catalog these books that I've read and I've enjoyed and that type of thing. So that's kind of the whole point of journaling and why I love it so much. So, and then I like bullet journaling specifically because I can be creative with it at the same time. So let's go to here. Okay. Ooh, this is backwards. Anyway, for today's bullet journaling prompt, it's going to be a little different. Let me grab something. Today's journaling prompt is going to be a little different because usually I just pull from the jar and that's that. But I am not in the mood to do that today. So instead, I'm just going to kind of write about my day. So the prompt is what happened today or what will happen today, because that's just kind of the vibe I'm in, the mood I'm in. So that's what I'll be doing. I have my scissors up here. I have these 2 washi tapes. This one has a bunch of cute little cupcakes on it. So there's that. And then this one has a bunch of cats. And and they're both pink. And the reason that is because I have these like cute stickers. I swear I had more than just 2. Excuse you. Here we go. I have these cute stickers and they're just like cats with baked goods. So I want to use those. So I got the pink ones out to match the washi tape. And then another sticker that just says enjoy that I'll probably pop on one of these. And then I got these paint swatches and I'm going to like cut them out to kind of do some layering on the page. And then I have this, which just says sprinkle joy. I think it'll also fit with the vibe. Cupcakes, baked goods, sweets, that type of thing. And then I have a pink and a brown King Art dual tip brush pen. And then these, their brand isn't on there, so I don't know. I got them off Amazon. But they're a nice felt tip pens, and I'm going to be using them to write. So I'm going to stop talking. Probably going to go grab one more thing because I need tape. I don't have glue, sadly. But I'm going to go grab like tape, and then I'll start journaling. You guys get journaling. I'll chat with you in like a couple minutes. Okay, I'm done journaling. If you guys are still journaling, keep going. I'm just gonna chat about my spread real quick. Um, this took me so long just because since these were not like on a sticker sheet, I had to like use my nails to like try and find the backing to peel it off. They're freaking cute, but I hate those stickers. Like, they're so hard to deal with. They're so hard to find the backing to peel off. Anyway, made this cute little collage thingy. Kind of like the vibe. So I got my 2 washi tapes, my 2 swatches, paint swatches, and they're called Yule Log and Peaking Pink. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Anyway, so those are the 2 colors. I put the little names of them up here because I wanted to keep it. And then I got my cats with their baked goods because they're freaking adorable. And then I filled in like this space, the little white spaces here, with like pink and brown sprinkles. So I bring it closer, you can kind of see it, because I figured that's cute and fits the vibe. And then up here in pink, I wrote what I've already done today, and then here in brown, I wrote what I'm going to do today. And at the very bottom, it's a brown heart with a little line of sprinkles. So I really think this is adorable. I could say like if this sprinkle joy was a little bit bigger and covered both of these a bit more, I would have like squished this down a bit, like this whole thing. I don't know. That's just me, but that's okay. It still looks cute. Ooh, we're doing this. Okay, so that is going to be it for today's stream. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. I'm sorry we didn't get to finish, but I got places to be and things to do. If you want to watch this stream again or any of my previous streams, I want you to head over to my YouTube channel. They all go over there, and they're like amazing. They're fun, and you can like, if you need more spread ideas and stuff and theme ideas, head over there. If you want more bullet journaling content in general, and you want to see how my November theme turns out and how my reading journal page turns out, because we didn't finish it, head over to my Instagram, because I'll be posting all of that next month right at the beginning so you guys can see it in full. I'll also be posting the quilt swatches, because that's kind of my theme quilt pattern. So if you want to know all those patterns that I did, you can see those there as well. And then don't forget, this coming Saturday, the first Saturday of November, we'll be working on my yearly reading journal, and I am so excited to show it to you guys and the theme that I'll be using for it. So come and see me this coming Saturday at 2 p.m. And yeah, that'll be it for today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. See you next week. Bye.